Welcome to the today's lecture on flip flop. Okay, so in this class we will see SR flip flop. In previous class we have learned about the SR latch. Okay, so basically SR flip flop is nothing but a memory element. What is SR latch? This is memory element. Okay. It stores one bit. Okay, it stores one bit, only one bit it can store. So one more thing I will say, it is a clocked latch. It is a clocked latch. Why I am saying that it is a clocked latch? Because this flip flop is nothing but it is the modification of the latch. Okay, so this from up to here, up to this point, this is SR latch. Okay, and in previous class we have learned this, that, and let us just to distinguish between the input of this latch and this flip flop, I have just changed. Okay, so this is S prime or S dash and this is S. Okay, so the input of this SR latch are S dash and R dash, and the input of this flip flop is S and R. Okay, so here, so this is the flip flop, this is the truth table of SR latch we have watched in the previous class. Okay, so what was that? When S was 0 0, okay, when S dash and R dash, this one, this and this was 0 0, then this Q and this Qn plus 1 and Qn plus 1 bar was 1 and 1. That is, this condition is known as invalid condition. This condition is known as invalid condition. Okay, invalid condition. Okay, so both of these outputs of latches or flip flop should not be same. If this Q and this Q bar both are 0, that is invalid. If this Q and Q bar are 1, then again it is invalid. Okay, so one more thing is to be care about, that there are two things we have seen many times. You have also seen that there is a Qn and there is a Qn plus 1. What is the difference between this Qn and Qn plus 1? What value we have to calculate? Okay, so we have to calculate this one. Okay, so this Qn plus 1, because Qn is the just previous state. Qn is the previous state. When input is being given, at that time, what is the output? That is the Qn. But after providing the input, this state will get changed. Okay, and after changing, it will become Qn plus 1. So this is our required output. Okay, so this is our required output, Qn plus 1 and Qn plus 1 bar. Okay, so this is of not our interest. We will not watch so much on this one. Okay, but we can do one thing. We can take the help of this Qn and Qn plus 1, because this is the previous state. Okay, so by the help of this Qn and Qn bar, we can calculate or obtain Qn plus 1 and Qn plus 1 bar. Okay, so this is the case. So let us see what happens. So this was, if this in the value of S dash and R dash in the latch was 0 0, it was just invalid. If this S is 0, S dash is 0 and R dash is 1, it is output will be 1 and 0. It is nothing but the set condition, and this is, if this was 1 and 0, it was 0 and 1, that is it was a reset condition, and both of these, if this S dash and R dash are 1 1, then it will remain in the previous state. Okay, so what is the difference between this latch and this flip flop, and why we are designing this flip flop? If this latch was there, latch can store 1 bit, this flip flop can store 1 bit, so why we are inserting this extra circuit? Okay, it will take more place, it will, the processing will get slow. Okay, so why it is necessary? This is because if, let us suppose by mistake it has gone to, one of the input has gone to 0 and one of the input is gone to 1 by mistake, so what will happen? It will change to 0 or it will change to 1. It may change, because if these two are floating, and in many of the logic families, if these floating points take up already 1, the floating point in TTL gate, you will read that in TTL gate, if you will left this open, okay, floating, it will give 1, it will take automatically 1. So what is the case? So what you will store here, if you will left this open, it is going to be changed. Okay, so there is no mean of memory. If you have stored something and you are getting changed in between, and at the end when you need, it is something else, so it is not of your importance. Okay, so this is the reason we use this circuit. Okay, by using this circuit, if this is in our control, the clock is in our control. Okay, so if you will give the clock that is 0, if this clock is not present, then what will happen? Let us see. S dash, this S dash will be equal to the this is NAND gate. Okay, so it will be equal to S into clock, S into clock whole bar. Okay, because this is NAND gate, so it, by using De Morgan's law, it will be S bar plus clock bar. Okay, so let us see. If this is 0, if this clock is 0, if this clock is 0, let us suppose this condition, so what will happen? The bar of 0 will be 1, so S bar plus 1, it will be equal to 1. Okay, so again see about this one here. R dash will be equal to what? R dash will be equal to this R into clock, R into clock. Since this is NAND gate, so it will be and bar. Okay, so if we will use the De Morgan's law and break it, it will be R bar plus clock bar. Again, if this clock is 0, so it will be bar of 0, it will be 1. So 1 plus R bar, it will be 1. So what is this? S dash is 1 and R dash is 1. So see the case here. When it is 1 and it is 1. In previous class we have already learnt about it. That if this is S dash is 1 and R dash is 1, both of these are 1, then what will be the output? It will remain in previous state. It will remain in previous state. So we can directly write it will remain in the previous state. Okay. So if this clock is 0, so it will already remain in previous state, and there will be no any change of the output when these are being changed. Okay, so if this is 0, there will be no any effect of changing this S and R, and it will remain in the previous state. Okay, so now we will see when this clock is 0. When this clock is 0, we will see the next case when this clock is equal to 0. Sorry, 1. Okay, so what will be the value of this one? Okay, So S dash will be equal to this S into this clock, S into this clock, okay, bar. That is S bar into clock bar. And since this clock is 1, so 1 bar will equal to 0. So this will be S dash will be equal to S bar. S dash will be equal to S bar, and similarly R dash, okay, what will be the value of R dash? R dash will be equal to this, if this R dash will be equal to R into clock bar, okay. So NAND clock R into clock this bar. So by using De Morgan's law, this is R bar plus clock, okay. So this is the case. And if this clock is 1, because in other cases clock is 1, so it will be 0, so it will be this. So that is very, very simple case. R is equal to R dash, okay, and S equal to S dash. S dash equal to S bar. So this is the case. So this is R dash and this is S dash. Here it is bar, okay. So now see what is going to be happen. If this is 0 and 0, if S is 0 and R is 0, both are 0, if S is equal to 0 and R equal to 0, this condition. So what will be the value of S dash? S dash is equal to S bar, so S dash is equal to 1 and R dash is equal to 1. So what is this condition? In this condition, it is 1 and 1. It is 1 and 1. S dash is 1 and R dash is 1. This condition. Then the output is previous state. It will remain in the previous state. If this is 0, this is 0, it will remain in the previous state. We can verify this one by one another method. How can we explain by another method? Okay, so take it. So here we have at the position of S dash it is 1 and at the position of R dash it is 1. Okay, both of these are 1. Okay, so what will be the output? If since it is 1, so what will be the output? Qn plus 1. Qn plus 1. What will be the value of Qn plus 1? This Qn plus 1 will be equal to, it will be the multiplication of two things. Okay, one that is coming from here and one that is coming from here. So here it is coming 1. Okay, S dash is 1 into Qn bar. Okay, a whole bar. Okay, so this is the case. So what will be the value? 1 into Qn bar. It will be Qn bar only. Qn bar, and it is bar, so it will be equal to Qn. So what is the case? The next state is equal to Qn. The next state is equal to Qn. Okay. So let us suppose Qn plus 1 bar. This value. What will be this value? It will be the multiplication of this and this bar. Okay, because this is 9. So what is this? This is here R dash is 1. So here 1, and in this input it is Qn. Okay, previous state and bar. Okay, so see what will be the value? 1 into Qn, it will be Qn. Okay, and bar. So Qn plus 1 bar will be equal to Qn bar. means this Qn plus 1 bar is equal to Qn bar and this Qn plus 1 is Qn. So it remains in the previous state. So it is previous state. Okay. So in this way we can also explain the how output is coming. Okay. But if we know this SR latch truth table, then this is very simple. This is going to be very simple. See how. Let us suppose we have gone through this one and come to this 0 1. So when this clock is 1, so S dash is equal to S bar and R dash is equal to R bar. We have already calculated. So take here S is equal to 0, okay, and R equal to 1. So what will be the value of S dash and R dash? Just calculate from here. Okay, S dash is equal to S bar means 1, and here R dash is equal to R bar, that is complement of this one, that is 0. That is very simple. Okay, so S dash is 1, okay, and R dash is 0. So what is this condition? S dash is 1, okay, so this is the condition. Okay, so 1 and 0. So in this case Qn plus 1 is 0 and 1, we know. Qn plus 1 we know, so it will be equal to, you can write it as just 0 and 1. That is very simple. Okay, so if someone want to get another method, so I will just explain once more for this case how we can get this value. Okay, so from up to here we know this is 1 and this is 0. So by using this 1 and by using this Qn and Qn bar, we can calculate this Qn plus 1 and Qn plus 1 bar. So let us see how can we get that. So Qn plus 1, here this one I am calculating. So it will give the multiplication of these two bar. So here it is coming from here, that is Qn bar, and from here it is 1. So it is 1 into Qn bar complement. So multiplication of 1 with anything, that will give this the same thing Qn bar, and it is, so this is Qn bar. Okay, so but by just seeing this one condition, this Qn plus 1, we will not conclude. Okay, so what we will do, we will just also calculate Qn plus 1 bar. Just we will also calculate Qn plus 1 bar. We have to calculate both this Qn plus 1 and Qn plus 1 bar. Okay, so this is giving what it will give. It will give the value of, okay, we have to calculate this one. So here one input is this and one input is this. So from here it is 0, okay, and from here it is Qn. Okay, so 0 into Qn bar. Okay, so 0 into Qn means 0, 0 bar means 1. Okay, so if one of the input is 0 or 1, then other will be accordingly changed. Okay, so if since this Qn plus 1 bar is 1, it will be equal to 0. Are you getting my point? Okay, so this is the case. So let us see. This is Qn plus 1 is 0 now, and Qn plus 1 bar is 1. Okay, so this is the case. Now, so you can calculate in this way also, or you can calculate directly from this truth table also. Okay, so for two other cases we can just go through this table. Okay, you can do by your own, by this another method. Okay, so you have learnt it, so there is no problem. So let us see this condition, the third one, 1 0. S is 1 and this R is 0. So this is the condition. Okay. So what will be the value? S dash. S dash is S bar. So S is 1, so this is 0. So this, what is R dash? Means this one. This is nothing but R bar. So this is 1. Okay. So this is third case. This one. Okay. So let us see if this is S dash is here 0 and this R dash is here 1. Okay. So see, it is very, very simple. Now you have this value. This S dash is 0, okay, and this value, isn't it? So S dash is 0 and R dash is 1. So what will be the value? 1 0. So you can directly write it 1 0. Okay, 1 0. And you can verify by taking this input 0 and this Qn bar here and here, and Qn bar, Qn and 1 here. Okay, you can verify it by your own yourself. Okay, so the last case we will take this one, when both of these are 1. When both of these inputs are 1, S is also 1 and R is also equal to 1. So let us see. S dash will be equal to 0 because S dash is S bar and R dash is nothing but 0. So see, we have here S equal to 1, R equal to 1, because the S and R value we are getting here is these values, okay, and S dash and R dash we are getting these value. Okay, so by using this value of S and R, we are calculating this S dash and R dash. Okay, so S is 1 and R is 1, so S dash is 0 and R dash is 0. Okay, so when both of these are 0, what will be the condition? What will be the condition? It will be 1 and it will also be 1. So this is not valid case. This is not the valid case. Okay, so I am just removing it because we have already drawn this truth table for SR flip flop. Okay, so just remove it. Okay, and see, it is the condition for, this is the condition for set. This is the condition for set because output Qn plus 1 bar is, Qn plus 1 is 1. Okay, Qn plus 1, this, if this output is high, the flip flop is set, and if this is low, here in this case the flip flop is in reset condition. Okay, and in this case when both of these inputs were 0, it will remain in previous state, and in this case when both of these tries to come to 1, this is not the valid case. So we will write here as invalid case. Okay, indeterminate, undetermined you can say. So intermediate conditions, these conditions are intermediate conditions or undefined conditions. So this is invalid. Okay, so this is very, very simple case. Okay, I think you must have understood this one. So in next lecture we will see this same flip flop, SR flip flop, using the NOR gate. What will be the difference between this SR flip flop using NAND, and what will be the difference between the SR flip flop using NOR? We'll see in the next class. Thank you for watching.